Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys a reactions video for the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour overview trailer. Now, we're all excited about the Nintendo Switch 2, well, at least some of us are, and I wanted to just jump in and get a temperature check on how we're feeling about this game. Now, you guys know my feelings about this. I think that the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is an absolute Game of the Year contender. I think it's literally going to be the best launch title we've seen in the greater part of Nintendo history. Now, jokes aside, sarcasm aside, I just want to ask you guys, are you planning on picking up this game for $10? Now, let me know in the comments if you are going to pick it up, and let me know the reasons why. And likewise, if you guys are not going to be picking up, also let me know in the comments. Let's continue the discussion in the comments below, but I think you guys already know my sentiment for it. I think it should be a pack-in title, but maybe there's a lot more underneath the surface that we don't really know about. So let's give it a chance. I'll give it a chance right now. We're going to jump in. I've got the trailer loaded up over here. It's the overview trailer. It came out not too long ago. It's pretty fresh, right a couple days before the Nintendo Switch 2 launch. So strap in. Try not to laugh challenge impossible. Here we go. All right, let's see. So this trailer is going to be in Japanese. So keep that in mind as you guys are watching this. I'll kind of like showcase exactly what's happening so that we can be on the same page for it. So anyway, here we go. As you can see, this is the welcome tour. And yeah, it's a tech demo where you get to showcase what the technology is. You can see the strap, you can see the microphone, you can see the Wii Wheel successor. But according to this, you're going to be playing as a no face, no avatar character, and you pretty much walk around and you may get some stamp rallies, right? Those of you guys that have played Animal Crossing, you are familiar. You're familiar with a stamp rally concept where you just go around a museum and then you punch stamps. So if you guys are trying to 100% this game, yeah, there's a whole bunch of checklists and you just got to go around finding all the different stamp cards. So that can be fun. Like, I don't mind walking around and collecting things, but it's definitely a learning kind of game, right? Like that was the Joy-Con 2, for example. And then now here's something where you get to showcase the mouse functionality of the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Now, I got my hands on the Joy-Con 2 controllers at a behind the scenes event, and it was interesting. I mean, could it have been done on Joy-Con 1 controllers? I totally believe so, but I think there's a little bit more technology in there to make it like an actual mouse this time around. For those of you guys that are trying to play first-person shooter games like maybe Splatoon or I don't know what other first-person shooter games. I mean, are we going to get a Mario Paint? Who knows? But anyway, so now it's just showcasing, hey, what does a frame rate look like at 20 FPS versus 120 FPS? And then it showcases some like HD rumble variants, which is, you know, technology that was in the first Joy-Con controllers. This one's kind of cool because now you can like have a hybrid mode of playing with like actual control stick and then using the mouse. I mean, it's gimmick, but I don't think it's game-breaking gimmick. Anyway, the game showcases over 20 different mini games that you can play. Kind of interesting trying to use both hands with mice. I think that's very difficult. So maybe you can have it and maybe get a high score. I don't quite understand, other than trying it out for 5 minutes max, what's really the point. But hey, you know what? I think it's a tech demo and it's really showing you what the game can do. So anyway, in case you want some more information, you go over to the quiz area and then you can potentially quiz yourself on the things that you learned while you walked around learning about the Nintendo Switch 2, which is kind of interesting. I mean, is that fun? Yeah, I mean, some people might think it's fun. So here we go. What's the difference between the docks? And then you just answer a question. You know, how many pixels are in, you know, a little area of the screen, right? You know, where are the magnets at? I love that they have a little showcase of some older peripherals. That's kind of a love letter to historic Nintendo. I think that's great. Cool. Right over here is, yeah, I guess they showcase a little bit more about that. Interesting. Yeah, the Joy-Con 2. So, yeah, what is this thing? And then maybe you get the little stamp for it. You filled out all the stamps. Hey, congratulations, you found them all. This guy congratulates you. There's some confetti. And you go downstairs and you essentially learn even more. You learn more about the inner workings of what goes on underneath, like with all of that technology. So I guess if you're into that kind of stuff and you like to learn how things work, go for it. Yeah, here's a 720p picture versus a 2160p picture. I mean, yeah, you can see the difference, but like, which games are going to be running at 2160p? Does your like monitor run at 2160? Does your TV run at that frame rate with HDR? I don't know. And here's like maracas. Okay, this is very 1-2 switch, right? You can kind of feel. Remember, it was like a marble in the Joy-Con control. I kind of remember that. But it showcases like 14 different, maybe like HD Rumble modes, tech demos for that. But yeah, as you can see over here, there's a lot that goes on into this. You can kind of move your character around, but like I think it's void of any personality, right? There's a lot to learn, and I'm not knocking learning about the system. I guess that's cool, but like, if there was a more fun way, yeah, if there's a more fun way of doing that, then like, I'm all ears. So that's pretty much the end trailer. It comes out on launch. Like, Nintendo has a wealth of IP characters like Mario and Donkey Kong. I'm not really understanding the gimmick as to why they didn't include that or to put some sort of life into this game. Like, I don't know, is there any online connectivity? Can we play these little mini games with others? Is there an online leaderboard that we could potentially do? Like, where do we go turning a tech demo into one of the greatest games of all time, right? You guys remember Nintendo Wii, those of you guys that are old enough. Dude, that tech demo of Wii Sports literally went down in the history books as one of the greatest Wii games of all time, and no one paid a cent for it. It was absolutely a pack-in. And Reggie Fils-Aimé at the time fought for that. Nintendo Japan wanted to charge us for it, but Reggie of Nintendo America at the time was like, no, this needs to be a free pack-in. But things have changed over the years, and of course, people don't want to work for free. They want to be able to go through and have their names on the credits and essentially put something out and not give it to anyone for free. And you can see the entire dev team right over here saying hi. Of course, we've erased all their faces because they did not want to be associated with this game. So, no, just kidding with you. I'm sure they worked really, really hard on it. But yeah, file size 1.6 gigabytes. It is a single system, one player game. I mean, I guess that confirms that it's not an online kind of game. Yeah, and there we go. E for everyone. HDR output, cool. And there we have it. So, guys, that's gonna be it. I mean, did this really sell it for me? No, I mean, they could have done something way cooler for it. Is this just a throwaway title? I'm sure it is. So I want to hear from you guys now. Are you going to be getting this game? If so, why? Why do you want to spend $10 on it? Those of you guys that are not getting it, probably like me, unless one of you guys gifts it to me. But then that's all about my time. Should I take a bullet for my audience? I always do, right? We're taking this bullet for the Big Switch 2, which is going to be over $500 worth of everything. And we're going to be playing it at launch. So, you know what? What's another $10 at this point? But anyway, that's going to be it. I want to hear from you guys. Is it worth it? Is it not? Let's keep the conversation going. And I will see you guys on Nintendo Switch 2 launch when we go through and unbox our Nintendo Switch 2 and play Mario Kart World for the upcoming indefinite future. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.